This week on The Daily, we're talking about the best resources that we would recommend to other youth workers. Going through our top 5 books, and I'm sharing with you my top 5 titles. So here we go. It's the Youth Worker Daily. Let's get it going. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Youth Worker Daily. My name is Jay Hyam, and here at the Daily we are hoping to encourage you with tools, tips, resources, and helps so that you thrive in your ministry. And as you heard from the beginning clip of the video, we are talking about the 5 top resources that you would recommend to another youth worker. Specifically, if someone were to come up with you who is new in youth ministry and ask you, hey, what are some great books that I need to read starting off? What are some great resources I need to have on my bookshelf that's going to help me win at youth ministry? Those are the 5 books that we're looking for. And this week I'm sharing my top 5. Yesterday we talked about middle school ministry with Marco and John Rubin. Today I'm bringing another classic, but it is definitely one that is incredibly helpful and super good if you read it. And it's really written for that young, starting out youth worker. But guess what? Even if you've been around for a couple of years, this is a book that has so much helpful information. It's still worth you taking a few minutes to read it. You've probably read it already, and that is Doug Field's Your First 2 Years in Youth Ministry. I read this a number of years ago. Gosh, I want to say maybe it was like year 5 or 6 of being in full-time ministry. And what I found this to be was a great reminder of some of the things that are just basic stuff I need to know for me, and then basic stuff that we need to know for youth ministry. And since that point, I have recommended this book consistently to any new young youth worker, or for that matter, any youth worker who's been in youth ministry, maybe less than 5 years, as a great source with some practical information to help them really set themselves up for fruitfulness and success in their ministry. What I like about this book is it is written in a super kind of relational conversation way. Doug Fields is a great guy. I've had the opportunity to meet with him a number of times and work with him in different areas in youth ministry. Love his resources and books. But this book here, it's like you're sitting down and just talking with him. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's how he starts the book and says, hey, let's just sit down and have a conversation. But he goes through and really tackles some the material that's going to help you really win at youth ministry. So, highly recommend Your First 2 Years in Youth Ministry. You'll definitely appreciate having this. In fact, I'm even going to go a step further and say, hey, if you can make it to the National Youth Workers Convention, pretty much every year they do a seminar based on this book. And I'm not sure that it's always Doug Fields who's leading that. I think he has some other of his co-workers that sometimes teach it. But either way, if it's offered at the National Youth Workers Convention this year, and I'm going to check on that, I'm going to say if you're young in youth ministry, if you're starting out in youth ministry, this is a book and a seminar that you want to make sure you read and then you participate in. So National Youth Workers Convention is coming up here real soon in November in Tampa, Florida. It's going to be awesome. We're going to talk about that in another episode. But yeah, get your copy of Your First 2 Years Youth Ministry, Doug Fields, your personal and practical guide to starting right. And it really is, guys. You want to check out this book. In fact, you can order this book if you go to the youthworkerdaily.com website. Scroll down a little bit. You'll see a link with some book titles there, my top 5. You can order it right there from Amazon. It's available in, I believe it's available in both Kindle and in printed copy. So you can get your fingers on the pages, or you can read it with your e-reader device. You want to go ahead and check that out. Plus, if you order it through the Youth Worker Daily site, we get a percentage kickback to help us with the site and help us with the vlog here. And it comes at no additional cost to you. So that may be something you want to consider. We would greatly appreciate it here. But that's going to do it for today. There it is, your first 2 years in youth ministry, a personal practical guide to starting right by Doug Fields. Look it up. Great read. And that's going to about do it for us. Guys, quick shout out to our ministry partners, the Controlled Chaos blog. Make sure you go over and visit them at controlledchaos.fun. It's F-U-N. You get the newest, latest, greatest content from youth ministry workers who are specifically serving in middle school ministry. And it's all for those of us who are working in middle school ministry. And when you get a chance, don't forget to check out the podcast as well. Super helpful. Justin Herman and Kurt Johnson do a fantastic job with the podcast. You can get that from their website as well. All right, guys, that's it for us. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell. We would love to see you become part of this community, and you do that by watching these videos, but you also do it by following us on social media. We've got a great community page that we've just started this week on Facebook. We're growing that. And you can find us on Twitter and Instagram. And the handles to find us are real easy. It's at Youth Worker Daily. That's YTH Worker Daily. You'll see it on the bottom of the screen right about this area here. So, all right, guys, it's going to do it today. It's a short one, but it's a good one. Go ahead and check out that book. And we'll see you right here on the Youth Worker Daily. We're out of here.